Hey guys, it's Jill. This is my first YouTube video and I'm really excited to come on here and do a what I knitted or crocheted in 2024. As a fashion student, I've really been trying to get better at showing my pieces on the internet because I am not good at that. My brain will get in the zone and then I'll forget to take a picture or record literally anything, and it's really frustrating. So like these types of videos, I'm able to gather everything that I created and then show you all at once instead of, doing it as I go, because it's really difficult for me to keep track. And I probably don't have everything here that I've knit or crocheted. Everything in total that I've made this year, I probably don't even have here, and I know that I don't have here, but I'm going to show you what I've got so far. And I'm not going in any particular order because I literally have no idea when I started or finished any of these things. So I'm trying to, that is my goal for 2025, is keeping better track and posting more and just keeping better track of the things that I make. I'm planning on making a spreadsheet and having a bunch of information along with projects as I start and finish them. Disclaimer, I typically make a lot more than what I made this year. I'm kind of a little bit disappointed in myself almost of the lack of things that I made, but I'm still really proud of everything that I've made this year. And I'm really just excited to share it. Whether the amount is big or small, it doesn't matter. As long as I'm creating and I'm doing what I love, I don't really care how much or how little I make. So, this is not that much, but it's still a lot. Starting off, this sweater. This was my first knit sweater that I didn't follow a pattern for. Frankly, this is the second sweater I've ever knit. So, I mean, I'm not really going off of a bunch, but yeah, this is the first sweater I knit free-handedly, and I just made it really simple. I made it a drop shoulder so that I could just make a panel for the front, panel for the back, arm, arm. And this was my to-go project for a while, so I always brought it with me wherever I went to work on while I went, because it really only involved one color to bring with me, so it wasn't like I was hauling a lot of mess around, besides the star. This was also my very first color work in knitting, and I think I did a pretty good job. Well, once I come up close, you're gonna see some imperfections, and if you are a seasoned knitter, you can also tell what's wrong with this sweater. It's all twisted knit, yeah. Once I started on the sleeves, I saw this video on TikTok and I was like, why are they yarning over in that way? And I was like, girl, you are twisting your stitches. But I couldn't not twist my stitches for the arms because I thought it would look weird, so I continued to twist them. And I still love this. This is literally one of my favorite things that I've ever made. And I get so much wear out of it. When I originally finished this though, I left everything as like a raw edge, like to be rolled, because I really wanted to create a piece that had like a rolled hem. Hated it. Absolutely hated it. It looked so bad. It fit so poorly. So I did the collar, the sleeves, this bottom, and now it looks so good. I rate this a 12 out of 10. This is literally one of my favorite things I've ever made. It's super wearable. I made it out of Lily's sugar and cream cotton yarn because I didn't know if I wanted to spend a bunch of money on cotton, if I, one, hated knitting with cotton, and two, I didn't like the look of knit cotton. But I really do, so now I can invest in some quality cotton yarns. But I actually don't mind this sugar and cream yarn for this. Super breathable, It's warm when it needs to be warm, and it's cooler when it's cooler. Or it's warm when it's cold outside, and it's cooler when it's warm outside. So I really love this sweater. One of my favorite things. And this took me about 6 months to make roughly, just because it was my to-go project. So I wasn't working on it all the time and only in little bits and pieces. And then once I had to go back and like redo all the hems, there was like another week or so built into the finalization of the sweater. But that's the first thing. Let's move on. I'm just gonna pick randomly. I'm just gonna pick randomly. I'm sorry I don't have any rhyme or reason to this. I'm just picking randomly. My dog is currently sleeping in the pile. I just moved something and she got uncomfortable, so I feel bad, but okay. This is a giant turtle. Duh. My little brother asked me if I could make him a quote unquote giant jumbo crochet turtle for him for Christmas. And this is what I made. I loosely followed a tutorial on YouTube. I'm pretty sure it was called like my largest crochet turtle ever. I loosely followed a pattern for this turtle, but it was pretty simple. I would say a lot of these things, like the fins are just circles folded in half. A lot of it's just knitting in the round, but the trickiest part is the head. So, I mean, it's a little wonky, like just a little bit, but it's okay. And it's literally perfect, like huggable size. Like, I'm literally obsessed with this and I want to steal it back from my brother, but I won't. But so cute. I love this. It's so soft too. I used the Yarn Bee blanket yarn, but it was like the thinner one, not like the super chunky one. And I don't like to use the velvet like plush yarn, so that's that. I also hate amigurumi. I don't know, it's not my calling, it's not my thing. It's not something I like enjoy doing because there's so much counting involved and stuff, but it can be cute when I try. I made a couple other amigurumi things this year. I don't have with me right now. They're back at my house at college, but they're just like little flower people. They're so cute. All right, moving on. Again, just grabbing from the pile. I have this hat, which I don't love, but the only reason I made this hat, also, I didn't follow a pattern for this, so I'm sorry, but I didn't. I made this hat to go with this scarf that I made. Literally, this scarf is beautiful, and I haven't really been able to wear it. Why not? I live in Michigan, and like you would think I would have the opportunity to wear a scarf. Not with global warming. Not with global warming. With the global warming, it was 50 degrees last week in the middle of January, the early parts of January. So no, I haven't actually been able to wear this scarf at all, which is really a bummer because this scarf is beautiful. It's beautiful colors. Anyways, back to the hat. The hat, I just made a folded brim, a folded ribbed brim, and then, yeah. I made a few hats this year that are okay, that are cute. This one I don't like. I don't think this one's cute. I actually think it's kind of ugly. But I made it to go with the scarf. Does it go with the scarf? A little. It's fine. It's not my favorite. I'm gonna take it off because I don't like it. I do wear it a lot because I don't really have any other hats, but anyways, let's go back to this scarf. So this scarf was probably the second thing I've ever knit. The very first project I decided to knit was the that frog that everyone was putting on like a bagoo bag. There's like really popular on TikTok for a while. There's even like one person that has like one of these frogs that like makes it cook really small meals and stuff. I don't know. I can put a picture here so that's helpful. I'm really bad at describing things. But that was my first, and I made like a lot of those frogs last year in 2023. And I was like, okay, time to move on. Let's do something else. So I picked the most basic thing you could possibly make. And this is like, you know, a tube, but I didn't know how to knit in the round when I made this. So I just seamed it up right here. It's a little chunky in the middle, but it works. It works. It's cute. You can't tell unless I point it out. So this is one of the scarves I made. I made a few scarves this year. This is probably the most scarves I've ever made in a year. But this is one, and I really need to wear her because she's literally stunning. Oh well. Oh, also, I didn't follow a pattern for this either. It's really pretty simple. I just changed colors. And I did see a picture on Pinterest. I'll put the picture right here. And I saw it and I was like, I need that. So obviously I was like, use my eyes, use my brain. I'm like, let's make it. So here she is. And I haven't worn her. I haven't even worn her once. Yep. And I finished her over the summer and I haven't worn her. So sad. Literally, look how beautiful that is. Ugh. Please be colder. Please be colder. Okay, next, I'm gonna just keep with the scarf theme really quick because I want to knock these out. So this is a black and white starburst scarf. Also, all my scarves are really long because I don't like short scarves. Because people be making, or companies make scarves, and then they like are like here when you wrap them around your neck once. And I'm like, where's the rest of it? So I always make my scarves pretty long. I like them to hang below my coat usually, or if I'm wearing a long coat, I like them to reach the bottom of the coat. But this one is also really cute. I don't wear this one as much. I made this one to wear with my black coat, but I feel like I'd rather just wear this. But I guess if I have a neutral outfit, maybe I would wear this. But yeah, I just did an alternating colors with a starburst granny square. I'm pretty sure that's what this is. I attached them, sewed a border, and put tassels on. And now we're here. I can't remember if I saw this if I saw this scarf somewhere and I was like, I want to make one. I probably did, or saw something similar to get inspiration to make this, but yeah, I don't really have much to say about this one. It was just kind of a I don't know what to make project, so I just made a bunch of squares. Yeah. Also finished this one in the summer. Have I worn this one? No. No, I have not. All right, scarves. I have 2 more scarves to show. So this is the next one. And I can tell you right now, which let me just hold this up first because this scarf is literally beautiful. Like, are you kidding me right now? So this scarf, I saw a picture on Pinterest, surprise, surprise, and I was like, that looks freaking cool as heck. Like, I want to make that. And this scarf was a great challenge for me to figuring out how it was made. I'm pretty sure this is called the Woodstock scarf. I think Nordstrom sells it. I'm gonna put a picture here because I have them all saved in my Pinterest. So picture, scarf I made, side by side. Anyways, so this one has it had so many cool like granny squares, and like I don't even know what these are, but these were squares I made. This one was a really cool one. I don't know. Like, this had so many cool things, and I was like, I want to make it. I want to try to make it. Did I succeed? I think so. I think I succeeded. And, like, even up here, or not there, even here, like, it's kind of cabled almost. I don't know. Like, I was just like, this was so fun to make, but it's not really my style, so I don't wear it. Which is really sad because it's stunning. It's stunning. Like, are you kidding me? I think I might sell this one because I just want someone who will wear it to have it because it's beautiful. I spent so much time on it, and it just sits in my closet. It sits in my closet. And it's a sad life for this beautiful project. So I think I might sell it to somebody who will actually wear it because it is beautiful. It's beautiful. Look at all of that. It's so fun and quirky, and it's got all these cool colors so you can wear it with so many things. Ugh, someone please buy this who will wear it, who will love it. Come on, it's so good. I just used leftover scrap yarn to make this, which I mostly was Big Twists acrylic yarn, so that's the majority. I think that's all Big Twist. I'm not gonna lie, I'm pretty sure it's all Big Twist because I was trying to use up some of my stash from throughout the years. Throughout the years I've been crocheting, I tried to use up some of the stash that I had built up. So I made this. And the only color I had to buy again was like this wine color because I ran out. But this was a successful scrap yarn sweater actually. Or I keep saying sweater. I think I've been saying sweater this whole time and I've been meaning to say scarf. Oops. This is such a pretty scrap yarn scarf. It'll probably be listed on my Etsy for purchase. So if you're interested, take a peek on over there. Link is in the description, in the bio. I don't know how YouTube works. I don't know where the link will be. Hopefully in one of those two places. All right, one more scarf for you, and this is kind of like a set. So, whoa, can you guess what school I go to? Can you guess what college I go to? If you live in Michigan, what college do I go to if I live in Michigan? Yeah, Michigan State. Okay. So this is really ironic right now because I made this scarf to wear. Okay, we go to basketball? No, we go to football games and it's cold, or usually it's cold. So guess what I spent my summer making to wear to the cold football games, but global warming, so they weren't cold. So did I ever get to wear these? One game. I got to wear them to one game because I was like, I can't not wear these to at least one game. So this is the first part of the set. It's just this cute little scarf. And when I finished it, I was like, does this look like a Slytherin? Does this look like a Slytherin scarf? And it kind of does, but it's fine. Like I said, all of these were meant to be worn at a football game. Moving on. Next part of this set is a 3-piece set. We got gloves. All of these things of this set are knitted. We got gloves. Cute, cute, cute gloves. Like, oh my god. I'm actually obsessed. Look at the gloves. And I finished making these gloves literally like 20 minutes before the game. So guess what is all, the inside is full of ends that I never woven. Probably never will. So this is the second part to my set. For this, I loosely followed the 0 to Hero mittens. But I didn't because I didn't have the correct yarn size nor the correct needle size. So I just wung it. I tried to use the pattern. Did I use the pattern? It's here nor there, so. But these are inspired by them because it's got the pearl when you're changing a color. Yeah. Oh, also these ends on the inside feel like, you know, in elementary school when, this is gonna be really niche and really specific, but in elementary school for Halloween, did your class ever like have those blind boxes where you had to stick your hand into the blind box? You couldn't see what was in there, and it was titled like zombie brains, and it was like cold noodles that you were sticking your hand into. It was like a bowl of cold noodles. That's kind of what the ends feel like in these gloves. Like my fingers are tangled up in them right now, and it's kind of uncomfortable. So if you have sensory issues like I do, weave in your ends and you won't have that problem. Moving on, I have this final piece to the set, and it is this hat. Okay. It's this hat. Okay. It's this hat, which I need to re-steam this because why does it hang like that? I want it to hang straight. So I have to re-steam that. But this is the third and final piece to the set. Just a cute little hat. And I made my boyfriend one too. I don't have with me right now. And this is his. I'll put a picture because I like his a lot more than mine. But this is his. This is mine. So I made him one. I made myself one, plus gloves, plus scarf. Okay, hopefully next year I have one more year, or one more football season as a student, so hopefully I'll be able to wear these next year. I'm hoping that it's cold enough to actually wear stuff, but we'll see. I'm gonna keep going with the hats just because I want to put my glasses on and leave them there. So this is my next hat. I call it the kitty calava because, get it? Because the ears. Anyways, this is my kitty calava. But this is probably the second favorite thing I've knit this year, and you're like, why? I don't know. If I had to describe it, it would be this hat is me as a person. Whenever I put this on, I feel like I am in Where the Wild Things Are. And I thought I would look atrocious in balaclavas, but literally this is so cute and I wear this in public. And people might think I'm a freak, and you know what, maybe I am. Maybe I am. I don't know what to tell you. Maybe I am a freak, but I actually love wearing this out in public because I feel cool. And maybe I'm not cool, but I feel cool, and that's what matters. So let's leave it at that. But here's that. And I'm gonna be making a ton more of these. I already have a bunch in my whips right now that I need to finish. They're like halfway done, but I need to finish them. But here's this one. I made one more this year. This one's a little bit different just because I used, this one has a ribbed knit border, like on the bottom and like around the top. This one has I-cords. And first of all, this yarn is acrylic and mohair. And my aunt gave me this yarn because she had a bunch of yarn just like she wasn't using, so she gave it to me. And I was like, this yarn is screaming to be a kitty clava. It's screaming. Are you kidding me? Like, get this for the orange cat in your life. Oh my god, it's so cute. And I love how like kind of wider this one is because it makes me feel like I'm Finn from Adventure Time. This one is available on my Etsy right now just because it's not my personal favorite, or my personal style. Like, I don't wear a lot of orange, so I personally wouldn't wear it a ton, but like, it's so cute. And even just like wearing it untied, come on, it's literally adorable. So if you want this, check out my Etsy, because it's there. It's there, it's waiting for you. Moving on. Oh no, that's not all my hats. Okay, I have 2 more things in a hat category. These are going to be launched on my Etsy soon, and by the time this video goes up, they probably are already be on there. But I'm launching the flower clava. Literally, look at these works of art. So I had these granny squares laying around in my stash for the longest time, because I wanted to make a pair of pants with them, and I was like, oh, that would probably be really ugly. I mean, maybe it wouldn't, maybe it would. And I was like, I'm not gonna make a million granny squares just to have an ugly pair of pants. I have already made 2 granny square pants, and I was like, we're not doing a 3rd right now, especially if it's gonna turn out, if it perhaps might turn out ugly. So these are my flower clavas. I'm planning on releasing these 2, and if enough people want a pattern for this, I will be happy to make one. So you need like 8 granny squares to make this balaclava, and then I knit this like cuff. I knit it, I didn't crochet it, and then I also knit an I-cord along the bottom just to make it look a little bit more finished, and then I crocheted an I-cord for a drawstring. So this is what it looks like. My bangs are really long and need a cut, so they kind of are falling in my eyes right now. But this is what the balaclava looks like on, and I'll give you a side view. Crack my back while I'm doing it. This is how it fits wearing it. There's multiple ways to wear this, and I'm gonna show you them all right now. So one, you got this basic wearing. You can wear it just like this. You can bring it up over the nose. That's where these drawstrings kind of come to help out. You can kind of close that hole to make it smaller. It will sit here, especially if you like tie your ear. You can wear it a little further down, like that, over your chin. You can stretch out the actual face hole to make it, you know, you can make it look cute. You can use it for warmth, you can use it for style. It really just has endless options. And you can also wear it like a hood. So just like a neck warmer, if you wanted to. But you can wear it many ways, like this, with it over your head, with it closed around your head. I'm waiting to find out if this fits over a ski helmet, because I know a lot of people were talking about using these for skiing and stuff, and I don't know if it does, but this is the flower clava, and I'm really excited to put it on my Etsy. Oh, they're so cute. It's literally like one of my favorite things I've made, and I'm so happy I decided to use the granny squares for this. And it's like the perfect neutral. Like, I know a lot of people don't like a lot of color when it comes to like wearing snow gear, but like still want it to be like kind of cool and like kind of fun. And this is like the perfect blend of like a neutral color, so you can pretty much wear it with anything, and having it also be like subtly cute. I don't know, it's just perfect, and I love these 2 flower clavas. Now we are moving on to Actually, let me show you this one thing before we move on. I made this little pot cover for my plant. So it matches the stool that is painted, that it sits next to. Yeah, that's it. There's nothing really else more. I freehanded this. There's nothing really else more to say. Okay, I have 4 more things to show. 3 of those things being sweaters. So I'm going to try on these other sweaters for you. Okay, this is one of the first things I made in 2024. This sweater is heavily inspired by Layla Knox on TikTok. Like, she made her own little scrappy, different stitches sweater type of thing, and I was like, need that. I need that. So guess what? Guess what I did? I made it, and I wish I wore this one like a little bit more than I do. I don't really find myself reaching for it. I think I made it a little bit too small for me. I typically like to wear oversized sweaters, and this fits me more of like a small medium. This is what it looks like full. I also wish it was longer. I typically like my sweaters to be longer, and this just doesn't fall at a length that I personally enjoy, but it's still really cute. This is what the back looks like. It's a very cool and cute sweater, and I'll give you a close-up because I know a lot of you are gonna ask about the stitches and stuff. Don't ask me to release a pattern for this. Don't ask me. I will not be doing that. No. If you think I'm gonna recreate this sweater using all of the stitches that I did on this sweater and write it down, have pattern testers, have people grade it for different sizes, no ma'am, I won't be doing that. No. So sorry, but my hands are tied. I won't be doing that. But yeah, I worked on this for a while. I just wanted to use up some scraps and do it in this fun kind of jewel tone almost colorway. Very natural, but also very jewel tone. And I also just don't think it goes with my skin really well. I think someone who has a darker skin tone with darker hair would look a lot better in this than I do. Or even if someone just had dark hair. It doesn't really suit me. But I love it, and I wish I would wear it, but I think I might list it on my Etsy. Because I don't. I've worn the sweater once since I've made it. And I got a ton of compliments. I got so many compliments on it. But I just don't find myself reaching for it. And I don't have the issue of like wearing my personal handmade pieces out in public. I don't have that type of like embarrassment that others feel. But I don't know. This one is just a little bit too small for me. And I hope that maybe someone will buy it who will love it, because it is gorgeous. It's gorgeous. And it's warm, but it's also like breathable. It's very soft. Very beautiful. I just don't wear it. But look how pretty that looks. Ugh. Maybe I need to make another one in colors that I would actually wear. But this one took me a long time. And don't even get me started on the amount of ends I had to weave in. Do you see all the color changes? That's 2 ends. Every color change. And there's a color change every row. So, no pattern, but will be selling probably. All right, let's move on. Next we have this sweater. So this sweater I'm still torn about how I feel. It's very 70s. It's very cute and like funky and something you don't see very often. But like, I don't know. I first made this with a crocheted ribbing on the neck, collars, and the bottom hem, and a white with crochet ribbing, and I was like, I hate that. So once I learned how to knit, I was like, let me knit all of the hems instead in brown. And I do like it a lot better than I did. It's really fun, and I'm going to force myself to wear this because I spent so long doing this. I also made this while I was going through a really traumatic moment in my life, so it means a lot to me, and I want to wear it, but I just don't know how to feel. I first made this sweater, and it reminded me of, I always told people it reminded me of, like, the bologna with the olive chunks in it. Don't ask me why. That's what it reminded me of. Oh, also a cute little detail on this. I included a little, like, hidden star granny square. Isn't that cute? Oh, I didn't follow a pattern for this either. No pattern. No pattern for this one either. Typically with sweaters, since I am a fashion major, I like to try doing it myself and figuring it out myself, because I really like the craft and like the learning and like the new things you get to learn behind it. So I took one of my favorite sweatshirts, laid it out, made a ton of granny squares, and laid them out until they like fit until they like filled out the sweatshirt. And then I sewed all those together, and now we're here. And this thing is so cool. So like I said, will be forcing myself to wear it. There's a little star. Oh, it's so cute. It's so cute. It's a really cute detail, I won't lie. But I don't have much to say on this one. This one's really warm. This is acrylic yarn as well. I need to branch out of the acrylic yarn territory. I just haven't made the jump because I'm broke. And I try to thrift most of my yarn if I can, or buy it secondhand. So this is, I don't even know what to call this. The 1,000 Squares sweater. And it's really funky and it's really cool, and it's more of what I want to make in the future. So really kind of like an eclectic piece. All right, let's move on to our last sweater and then our last project. Okay, this is the most recent sweater I've made. This is the Louvre sweater by Petite Knit. And she is beautiful. She is one of my proudest knit makes of this year. I didn't twist my stitches. It's all very neat. It looks like I could have bought it in a store. It's beautiful. It's really pretty. And I made this for my mom for her birthday because I saw this sweater originally and I was like, that is my mom in a sweater. Like, I saw the sweater and I was like, I'm buying this now and making it for her because this is my mom in a sweater. The yarn for this is like an acrylic wool and rayon blend. It is the Retweed from Lions brand, and I don't know what the shade is, or what the color is. And I knit it in a size medium. I typically wear a large, so it doesn't fit as well on me as it does on my mom. But I will be making myself one of these sweaters because the fit is immaculate. Like, the fit is beautiful. I love this like very low neckline where it also comes up high, and like the very thick ribbing on the bottom. I don't know, it's very beautiful. And I'll do a 360 here. Like, I don't know, it just fits really beautifully. And the drape is really good. I don't know. This took me a really long time because it was knit on 4mm needles, but man, was it worth it. It's glorious. It's absolutely stunning. I don't have much more to say on this. I kind of made this on a time crunch because I was trying to get it done before, well, I actually gave it to her for Christmas and not her birthday because I didn't have it done for her on her birthday. But yeah, I love this. It turned out beautiful. One of my most proudest makes. not my favorite thing I've made, but like I'm very proud of the finish of this sweater. All right, I'm trying to finish this quickly before the sun goes completely down. It's already pretty dark in here. And I'm sorry I don't have any like professional lighting, anything. I'm literally filming this on my iPhone that has been running out of storage. I've literally had to film this video in multiple parts because I've run out of so much storage. I'm on to my last item, and this is what kind of, this thing actually kind of blew up on TikTok like last week, and it's one of the most favorite things anybody has like seen me make, I guess, because it went viral. But this is probably why most of you are even on my YouTube channel as it is. But it is, you guessed it, it's the Studio Ghibli blanket. I'm gonna let you take it in really quick, in all its glory. So this thing is massive, and quick little, both sides look really good. This is one of the most technical things I've made this year, and you're probably like, huh? Yeah. To get both sides to look this good, there's a lot that has to be done. So I used Intarsia crochet to make this blanket with bobbins so that I didn't have to crochet over any thread or anything. And I'm just going to show you each panel up while I talk, or I'm going to show you each panel while I talk up close. So when I was making this, I learned how to do Intarsia crochet, which is when you keep yarn onto bobbins, and once you're done, you weave in all of the ends really well into the colors that already exist in the blanket, so that you can't see from both sides. So yeah, but this blanket took me over 200 hours to make. I used a 3.25 millimeter hook to make it. And I wanted to just include the characters that I watched most as a kid, as well as include his latest movie with the boy and the heron. But I just wanted to include characters and not people. And I'm still not done with this blanket technically, because I want to add like soot sprites and the forest spirits and the wada, and so I'm just not done with it yet, but it is pretty good. And I knew that it was successful because people have been stealing my pictures that I posted on Instagram and have been trying to sell it on their own website. And while that's really fun and cool and quirky and whatever, it really sucks to small creators, but you know, that's just the way it is, and it sucks that that's the way it is, but that means you know your piece is good. But I won't be selling this. I thought about it, but I'm just not going to. It is a one-of-a-kind type of deal, and with the amount of work that I put into this, it's not worth it for me to sell. I originally said like $1,500, but a lot of people said I should sell it for a lot more if I ever do end up selling it, and I kind of agree. So, especially if I'm going to be putting more work into this than what I already have. But this is my biggest project of the year, and one of the things that I'm most proud of because of the craftsmanship on it. And it's huge. It fits on a twin bed. That wasn't my intention, but it's really cool that it does that. Hopefully I can give it to my kid one day when I force them to watch old movies, so yeah. But this was the last thing that I made in 2024. I know I have a few other things, like the flower people I mentioned earlier. Thank you again so much for watching. I hope you really enjoyed everything I made. Hopefully next year I can have a little bit more and be a little bit more organized when I release my what I made in 2025. I also sew. I didn't include any of my sewing projects, but I had a few like big sewing projects this year. I'll put one for an example. This is a denim piece that I made for a fashion competition that I actually won, and the prize was an all-inclusive trip to New York Fashion Week. So I'm really excited to go to New York Fashion Week this year. I hope that this year is a big year for me. It seems like it's kind of falling that way so far, and we're only in the early month. We're only in the first month of the year. So I'm hoping that my progress continues in an upward trend and I'm able to actually make something of myself as an artist. So I hope to see you in the next one. Bye.